my friendly red squirrel down here at the spring. Just left the shelter about 9:15. Topped off my water. After I treat it, I'll add some element because it does have a bit of an iron flavor. Yeah, good night. I had to get up to pee far too many times. I must be well hydrated. Yeah, so I headed over a peak and down into Dixville Notch, and then up the other side to
Bald Head shelter has been removed, and there's very little water on the other side for quite a ways. Too.
Yeah, Table Rock. I think it's going to be a cool view down into the notch over some cliffs. Dixville Notch, yes. The site of the balsams, which is now boarded up, I think, closed. Oh, I didn't realize this. So we got to go over Sanguinary Summit. I mean, I did realize that. I just didn't realize there'd be a road, but of course it's the road we've been crisscrossing all over. Must be Sanguinary Summit over there. Sure. Nice road walk. So the trail is a bit overgrown in places. It's not anything like the other side of the north of the shelter. But yeah, I think I'm maybe making the final ascent here to Sanguinary Peak. Then, as it looks like it's about to flatten out, there's a left-hand turn. Yeah. Right here. And it's onto a woods trail, yay! Then you break out into this summit area. Don't really have a view of that, but lots of big rock slabs and it's open, and that's pretty cool. Trail might go over there, might go this way. Huh, interesting. Yeah, it goes pretty much straight. That looks like it wanted to be a cairn. I'm going to stack it up. That looks a little better. Might be able to see that from back there too. So I think you wind up going down the road just a little bit, and then you bear left at a double blaze, and for great sake, if you can see it, driven to the ground and into a nice woods trail, yay. Because the dew on the grass is sort of annoying. And webs. They're not that bad yet today. Well, looks like we got some signs here. The trail's been pretty pleasant through the woods. Occasionally a little overgrown patch, but nothing bad at all. Well, that says to lean-to.
Bald Head lean-to is removed.
Sanguinary Summit 53. I've seen 53 in a few places, usually on fallen down trees. Must be a trail number probably for the old. Absolutely. There's another couple of signs. Sanguinary Ridge Trail, lower route with an arrow that way, but that is a CT arrow. Oh, but this says South CT over there. 60. I think these numbers relate to a trail map at the old Balsams Resort. That makes sense to me. This is a nice section with some big old trees. I think we're getting close to Dixville Notch. The trail has been going down a little up, down a little up. There are some lowdowns that need to be negotiated. There's one in particular I just passed that it completely obliterates a hard left turn. So the tendency is to go around it to the right. Maybe it's the only way, but you have to go around more than 3/4 of the way before you find the trail again. But yeah, oh, look at that tree. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's enormous. Wow, it'd be fun to climb, huh? Remember those days? And there's a little 10-foot side trail to a small rock you can stand on to get this view. That's pretty cool. Oh, and I think you can see some cliffs on the other side of the notch that lead up to Table Rock. Yeah, cool. Shortly after that outlook, there were some signs on the other side of these trees. And a double blaze saying we're going to turn soon. There's a sign down there too. Sanguinary Summit Trail CT, CT North. And that one down there says Cohos Trail to the left. Oh, yes. So there we have a sign that says Cohos Trail to the left. There is a trail that goes down here. We want to go up to CT South. And here are some old balsams signs. To Flume Route 26. Oh, Flume sounds nice. Looks like we're coming upon another outlook. I think this is going to be a good one. There are the cliffs across the way. Watch my feet. Oh my. Down at the road, the edge of the thing I'm standing on. And off. And here we are along the ridges. Oh, some wind turbines. So we're going to be on top of those cliffs at Table Rock next, after we get down there. So I'm still at the outlook. This morning I took some photos of my legs after yesterday's marathon through the brush with the prickers. But I thought I'd do a video. It looks probably worse than it is. Nothing really bled. There were a couple of things, maybe a puncture on my, and we'll go to the other side a little bit. They itch. When I tried to wash them off, they were kind of stinging. But yay! Wish I had more platelets. Yeah, I think they're healing okay. Ooh! And here at our outlook, there are cranberries. I'm gonna have some. These are gonna be really bittersweet. There's a whole mess of them back in there and over here. I won't eat that many, but boy, they're fun. Usually I only see these up around tree line in the whites. Farewell to the outlook. I was there for about 40 minutes. Between berries, I made some pack adjustments. And just took photos and just enjoyed it. There were even some blueberries. And we crossed an old skidder trail road. No problem. Just don't take it. And here's the CT on the Flume Trail. I can't wait to get to Flume Brook. Well, I hear water running, flowing. We'll see what this sign says. Sanguinary Ridge Trail. And the CT behind. That's where we came from. Another yellow blaze. That's nice. And there's definitely water below. Don't know if this is flume brook or not. Take a peek. Oh, nice. Very nice. So then we pop down to a little picnic area just past the Cascades, and a CT sign saying go straight, and an explanation of this little notch over here. Flume Brook picnic area. Nice. So there's the sign. Appears we go left this way till we get to the parking area on the other side of the road. Some pretty cool cascades and waterfalls here, just up from the picnic area. And it's a very steep climb up from the falls. This is straight in front of me, and I'm tipping up and tipping up and tipping up. It's about a 45-degree slope. So the trail continues up. This must be the flume right beside it. You can see those crazy rock cliffs over there going all the way down to the water, which is quite a ways down from my feet here. Crossing the creek above the falls with really good water. It is about 1:15. Lots of climbing. You get to a trail junction. Three Brothers Trail still. That goes to Middle Brother Outlook, 15 minutes. Must be an out and back. Table Rock, I'm pretty sure that's where we're going. And since it's up, that makes a lot of sense. Steep climb, coming up to a bit of a view through the trees. Boy, that gray-brown sky. No, gray sky. Sorry, I'm wearing amber glasses. Oh, you can see some cliff down there. But still, a lot of smoke in the sky. Ooh, here's now a little outlook. Good excuse for a break. It was so steep, I was doing inhale one step, exhale the next step. That's as steep as it gets for me, because you can't breathe more often, really. Cliffs. There's the lake at Balsam's Resort. I came down above these cliffs over here. Yeah, you can't really see it. Cool. Wow, there's a lake out there. I wonder if that's Mud Pond or something. I didn't see any of these things, but I walked between them. After circling around sort of a ravine on a fairly level hunk of trail, you get to a fork in the road. And that way says to Table Rock. This says to Route 26 Easy Way, and there's Yellow Blaze up there. But I think I'm going to drop my pack and go check out Table Rock. I think that's what we were looking at in the last video. So you come down this short madness from that last trail junction, and then you're confronted with this. I think that's a crazy steep trail that goes down to the old resort. And this is what takes us up here to a view. And here we are. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is definitely worth that little steep down climb. Yeah, I stashed my pack in some trees. I take the Garmin and my phone with me. Oh. I hope you can understand this. This drops off. It's a sheer cliff on my left. Right there. Yep. And this is certainly what I was looking at from that last outlook. Oh man, look, it goes all the way out there. Oh boy. I like it. I love stuff like this. Oh, yeah, that's the outlook. Probably where we were looking at it from. And down around the bend there is where I went down to the picnic at the brook in the falls. Oh boy. You know, this is stuff that doesn't happen out here in the east much. Oh, yeah. I hope you guys don't have vertigo. If you do, skip ahead, because I'm not missing this. I have no idea. I really can't see the screen very well, so I'm just kind of waving it around, looking at stuff. Wow, this is awesome. I got to get on the top part. Too bad no one's here to take my picture. So that's the cliff I walked along to get here. Right? Oh, okay. I'm going to turn around. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking just ahead of my feet. Oh, yeah. There you go. And there should be my feet. Oh, this is so cool. I hope this looks reasonable. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And it's like maybe 75. There's a light breeze. I just stepped down. Oh. This is just beautiful. No smoke would be better, but then it would be hotter too. Oh, man. Okay, bye. Shortly after leaving the junction to Table Rock, there's another trail junction. I think that D1 goes back down to the lake in the resort area, and we're heading to Mount Gloriette Trail, CT. After some climbs and flats on the old road, you come here to a big open meadow. Sign pointing back to Table Rock where we came from with a CT mark. And at first I thought this was just a meadow, but I'm thinking maybe it's a ski slope from the old Balsams Resort. Yeah, because look at it down there. That's no snowmobile trail. I'm trying to look through the glare. There seems to be a path worn here. Looking for a blaze over there somewhere, or a sign. Of course, I could be on someone's four-wheeler trail going up here. Well, I'll tune back in with you when I find it. Just found a yellow blaze on a rock and walked over it. So you just go straight up the ski trail for a ways. You'll come across a split. You can see the old lift tower over there. And there's a sign on this tree up here. Might be getting close to a summit. And there's a yellow blaze at the sign there. And one on the tree across the way. And we have cell tower. So I probably could get signal here. This is the old Connecticut ski trail, apparently. And it's the easiest way down. That sounds good. So we did not want to go to the right branch over to that ski lift tower. And here's the top of the old lift. And it's sad that it isn't in use. Not sure where the trail goes, but I'm going to find out. Don't know what that is either. So pass right by the lift tower. Oh, it's in those trees over there. And bear right, but don't actually go down, just stay at about the same level, hug the tree line on your left, right. Not your right, left. And I think I see the trail dead ahead in the center. So we're going to go past this little cabin here, past the cell tower, and past this anchor point, which is kind of interesting. Tensioner that keeps this other second lift system here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and there are our friends, the the wind farm, the wind turbines that we saw before. Cool. Passing the cabin and the anchor, and the turbines are over there. And oh look, there's yellow paint on the rock, and the grade's thick there. And over here in the distance, there's yellow on that tree. We'll pause here. And here we can see more marks on the rock and the tree. We're all set. Really, you don't gain or lose any altitude. You stay at the same altitude. You swing to the right around that first lift. Then you kind of hug the trees on the left, past the cabin, and it's dead ahead. To ski trail junction of the Monadnock. And you can see there's blazes on the left tree and the right tree. So I think we go this way instead. A few steps later, the grassy trail sort of dead ends and you bear left into the woods, had a blaze. And finally I got some shade. A little muddy. There's a little sign here that says J1. But we're back on an old woods road thing, or trail. Yay. Well, it looks like we're coming out of the woods. It says CT South there. Onto a four-wheeler drive to J Alpine Area Summit 2K. CT uphill to Table Rock. Yellow Blaze. We come out here, and of course we have our little CT marker there. It's really cool. And I'm pretty sure we're going up this thing. I expect there'll be a marking here sometime soon. The northbound marker is facing this way, so... there we go. There's one on this tree up here. Sweet. So, the trail climbed pretty steeply for a while. Loose rock and gravel and dirt. It wiggles around some. Eventually makes a good swing to the left, a good swing to the right. Then it kind of flattens out for about 50 feet. And there's sort of a bank turn to the left. And at the end of that bank turn, that's where the Cohos Trail goes right on the bypass for the summit. Which is okay with me because I don't like walking this stuff. And it's this stuff that would take us to the summit. So here we are. Yay. Woods trail. The nature of the trail has suddenly changed. It was really steep climbing for a while. Just straight up the fall line. Then these tiny winding switchbacks that weren't very long, and they were still pretty darn steep. And then finally flattened out a bit, and it came around to here, and I wonder, it looks like it's starting to go down, if this is a pass. I remember seeing some on the map. I'm going to check it out. So this is about the other end of the Mount Dixville bypass, and I think we're about to get back on the road, but it looks like it's a more serious road on this end, according to the map. And yeah, we are just a contour line above a little pass on the right. But man, this is nice after what I've been going through. Oh my gosh. Considering the CT South sign here, we must be approaching the road. And also there's an opening with vegetation. What's this sign say? It says CT North. With a nice CT symbol. And we come into a bunch of ferns, which usually means it's open with a lot of sun. This is a big opening. What are we going to find out here? Bang, I tripped. It's a big road. A couple of CT signs here says go downhill. I think I'll do that. Yeah, this is a serious gravel road. All right, see ya. Here it comes, end of the road. And I'm pretty sure we turn right onto another road for 7/10. So the Cohos trail sign is off there in the bushes. It definitely has a CT on it. And it says, to Bald Head lean-to, 3 miles.
The lean-to has been removed. There is no water for a long ways after you pass south of the lean-to.
Woods there. I think we walk along the road because that doesn't look like much, although there's a sign facing the other way. Interesting. I just don't even see how to get over there. So I battled my way through the brush and took a photo. I think 0.7 of mine is on the road, and then we get on some different route to finish it out. It says 3 miles. Yay! After an arduous climb up the road, I do believe I see a CT sign on the left, which is just where I expected to see it. Ah, yes. And now we seem to hike along like a borderline straight until we get to a contour line and turn right on that. Yay. So, I think that's the ridge we're going up to. And we got to skirt along the ridge to the mountain, but I think I only got about a mile to go to Bald Head Shelter. Yay. Topping out on that little ridge after some steep climbing.
The shelter is not there, and there's no water for a long ways after the shelter.
Even though a lot of the time it was going straight up the fault line. Oh, well, this is gorgeous. Well, the sun is sinking down, but it hasn't set yet. Actually, it's only 6:46, which is kind of when I thought I'd get here, and an hour ago or so. So I've come over the summit, I believe, of Bald Mountain. It certainly wasn't Bald Head Mountain. It was wooded and beautiful, and with all this stuff here, I don't know what this is. A bunch of sheet metal. Kelsey Notch Trail, okay. I'm thinking that might go to an outlook. That says no fires. I'm confused. What's down this way? We got some old bog bridges. Old structure stuff. Shovel. So I foolishly did not read the guidebook that says there's no reasonable water at the shelter. And from the looks of it, I'd say the shelter has been removed, demolished. What a shame. There are several possible streams, but they're all seasonal ahead.
And dry.
It's like 6 miles to the next thing that's called a brook where it crosses a bridge on a road. We'll see. Hope there's not too much climbing to be done. So we continue on CT South towards Cadwah Notch.